What's up, everybody? It is Mark, the Notary Ninja. Today I've got something special for you again. We are going to break the internet again with this one. So we are going to talk about how to sell your services like none other. How to stand out above everybody else, whether this is your social media posts or your person-to-person, your flyers, whatever it is. I'm going to show you how to stand out, why you might not be getting noticed. For example, have you ever found on social media somebody was in a group or whatever, and they're like, I need a notary, and about a bazillion people commented and tagged somebody, and by the time you get there, there's a bunch of them, and maybe you put, hey, I do it too, and never heard back? Well, I'm going to show you how you solve that. I'm going to show you how, whether it's running ads, whatever it is you're doing, I'm going to show you how to stand out. We're going to address the mindset of the everyday notary or legal document preparer or whatever other services you're offering. This kind of works for anything. Kind of the way the ordinary do it, and then the way that you can be extraordinary. Okay, this is going to be good stuff that I'm giving out this time, so I want you to subscribe, to like, to share, to tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your sister, tell anybody who's got a dusty notary stamp sitting around to come check out the Notary Ninja, because I might be giving away too much information this time. It's going to be good. Stick with me to the end because I have a special announcement, and I'm going to give you some real-life examples and scenarios here to try to break this down and make it as easy to understand. See, something about me. Oh, real quick announcement, too. We have this mini course. It's called the Notary Umbrella. That is completely free. So if you are a brand new notary and you don't know what to do, or you're wanting to be a notary and want to know what it's all about, or you want to see all the opportunities under the umbrella, I've got this umbrella course called Notary Umbrella. The link will be in the description. It's free for now. Now, when it's not free, it's $17. And to be honest with you, both of my books, which are both top sellers on Amazon, a digital pen and a golden pen, they're both in it. So that right there is like, I don't know, it's like 12, 15 bucks right there. And then all the other stuff that I break down in that course. But that is free for now, the Notary Umbrella. So check that out. You can get that. You can download the Kajabi app on your phone, and you can go through that, whiz through that course, kind of have a good snapshot of the industry and what your next move, not logical move might be. So let me tell you a little something about me. I am an introvert, okay, believe it or not. I'm one of those kind of type A, melancholy people. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not very social. I wear loud Hawaiian shirts like this so that people will actually talk to me, because otherwise I won't strike up a conversation. So I just want to let you know the stuff that I'm teaching you took me a while to figure it out. It took me a while to absorb it because I'm not a social person. So, but what I'm going to show you is a simple shift in the way you can approach your business sales model, how you post on social media, what you post on social media, how you engage and interact. And you'll see posts get shared more, liked, engaged more. You'll see if you're running ads, you're going to see your ads convert. If you are you passing out flyers, all right, if you're talking interpersonal, you're trying to engage with somebody, it's going to improve every aspect of that. Okay, so here we go. So a lot of times as business owners, we, no matter what it is, you think, well, I've offered this and this is good and I'm an honest person and offer a good service, so people should just get my service. They should just use me, right? They should take advantage of that. They should call me. And it doesn't happen, and we don't understand why, because we're like, hey, look, here's my offer. Here's what I'm doing. And we don't get the results. A lot of times we do, sometimes we do, but a lot of times we don't. We definitely don't get as much as we could. So why is that? What is happening? Well, what it is that our approach is very average and doesn't stand out. And so people, yeah, you do that. Yeah, you sell insurance. Yeah, so does everybody else with an insurance license. And it just doesn't resonate with them. It doesn't resonate with your target market, with the individual, with whoever your customer base is. So how do we cultivate a message that resonates with them? Okay, let's talk about that. So what happens is we jump right to, this is what I do. This is what I can do. Look what I do. And that's not really, like I said, doesn't resonate with them. Let me give you an example of two different approaches. Let me give you like a like an allegory. There's, you know, like think of like Eddie Murphy in The Nutty Professor, or in the Beverly Hills Cop, where he's like walks by a girl and he's like, hey baby, you know, just kind of throwing it out there. You throw enough of them out there like that, it works, but you're not really impressing anybody. But then on the other hand, you have like a Denzel Washington, right? He's just super smooth, and you don't even know how it all happened, but next thing you know, you're over at his place, right? So let me give you another example. Maybe, I don't know if you've seen Saturday Night Fever or not, but like there's this scene where he's in the disco, and Fran Drescher comes up to him, and she's like, "Kiss me!" And she's kind of obnoxious, and he does, but he's kind of like, "I don't even know you," you know? And so there's that. That's kind of the approach that we end up taking with our services and our business. And then the other scenario that I would say the polar opposite of that would be like Marilyn Monroe, right? Like their blonde hair and the red lipstick and the white dress and like the "Happy birthday, Mr. President," right? I mean, completely different, right? The scenario works. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to craft that. We're going to craft that message. I'm going to show you how that works and how to break that down, how it works in real time. I'll basically lay out the concept, and then I'll give you a few more examples of how you can actually implement this in your business and change things around, get things really popping for you. I dare you not to try this stuff. Okay, so I've got some real technologically advanced illustrations here for you. But it's just to paint a picture. This is just for illustration. So for illustration's sake, we've got two different notary businesses. So hypothetically, this is anytime, any place notary, 24/7. I don't know, we'll call her Notary Jane. She's kind of got her pantsuit on like Hillary Clinton. And here's her little stamp. And she has a car and a stamp. So stamp, we say, there's money for that. And then, well, car plus stamp equals maybe a little more money. That's her offer. Have stamp will drive, right? Or have stamp will travel. So we'll say Notary Jane does a few appointments. She does maybe 5 appointments in a day, about 6 hours worth of work. Cleans up about $475. That is not bad, really. That is not bad at all. Unless, of course, she gets saturated out with competition. But then over here we've got, I don't know, hypothetically the Notary Ninja. And, of course, he's got a bunch of different services. He's a notary also. Legal documents, taxes, credit repair, does some apostilles, rolls some fingerprints. So, of course, with more offers comes more money. That's not what I'm talking about today, though. I have beat that to death, I think. You've kind of heard me talk about all these other services and why that's better. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about it on a level playing field. Jane's a mobile notary. Notary Ninja's a mobile notary. Why is one running circles around the other? We're going to talk about the offer part, but I just wanted to paint that illustration real quick that more offers equals more money, all right? You've got 2 offers, notary, mobile notary, and I've got like 8, 10, 12 offers more. Notary Ninja does 2 appointments. He's at home. He's in his Hawaiian shirt. He's got his loafers on. He's got a pair of ripped jeans, and somebody comes to him. He has 2 appointments, works about 3 hours, makes $700. What in the heck just happened? What happened? Okay, so again, if we take out the extra services and we just talk about the mobile notary, let's look at that. We have the same channels. We've all got Facebook. We've got YouTube. We've got in-person. We got flyers. We've got a website. We could do some pay-per-click advertisements. Any of those things. We've all got these same channels. So why is my money bigger than her money? It's the message. Her message and my message. While the service is the same, the message is completely different. Okay, so let's break down that different message. Okay, so Jane, like a lot of people, unfortunately is like Here's my stamp. I got a stamp. You want a stamp? I got my stamp. Right? It's kind of like the flasher running around in the trench coat like, hey, look what I got, and then run off. Hey, that works if you show 1,000 people your junk. A couple of them might take it, right? And a couple of them might be bait. But Mark is a little bit more like running a little bit more like the Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday, Mr. President. So, so what am I doing, okay? She's jumping, her message is jumping right to an offer, okay? She's jumping right to an offer. What is Mark doing? Well, Mark is doing something different. Mark is doing something that he calls a hook. That's like a fish hook, a fishing line. I have a hook, which is a headline, aka a cliffhanger. Let me give you an example of a good hook. You read a post in Facebook, and you have to hit the read more to see the rest of it. Whatever they said that made you hit the read more was a good hook, okay? So that's what grabs their attention and pulls them in. This works with a Facebook post. This works with people in person. This works with ads. It works across all those channels. Every channel this will work with, okay? Now, your hook is your headline. It's your cliffhanger. It's something that grasps their attention dramatically. It breaks them out of their sleep cycle, okay? That's what a hook is. It's your YouTube headline. It's the title of a book. It's any scenario that grabs attention, okay? That's a hook. So your message, every message, whether it's a Facebook post that you want engagement for, you need to start with a hook, a cliffhanger, okay? So the next part of the scenario is the story. Now, there's a saying that facts tell, stories sell. So Jane says, I'm duly commissioned in the state of Florida. Got my Ron, got this, those are facts. Got my car, those are facts. Thanks for the facts. I got a story, okay? Stories sell. Story has enthusiasm. It has a transformation. It can be related to, okay? Then the last part is my offer. And the offer has what I call a CTA, or a call to action. I want you to do something. Give me a call. Give me a text. And then part of that offer is, but wait, there's more. Okay? This is the secret sauce. Let me give you an example. John Morgan. If you're in Florida, you've heard of Morgan & Morgan, unless you've been living under a rock. Biggest law firm. They do not have the best prices, okay? John Morgan, for personal injury, he takes about 30% of your claim, okay? The average attorney takes about 70% of your claim. So why is John charging so much? Because John's got a hook story offer, okay? He's got a better hook story offer than the average, right? Like, there's signs around town. You'll see a billboard. Dan Newland got me $200,000. Well, that's the offer. Jumped right to the offer, right? Just flashed you. Showed you the junk. John, if you heard him on the radio, John runs a commercial and it goes like this. Guy called me the other day and said, I need some help, but I'm just a nobody. Boom! That's dynamite, man. You ever feel like a nobody? We all feel like a nobody at some point in time. Completely got me, right? I'm just a nobody. Who am I? I can't approach this big shot attorney. So he hooked you with that. And then he goes into a story. And the story, it's probably true. It's a great story if it isn't, but I don't know. But John goes into the story of how one of his brothers got disabled, some kind of a traumatic accident, couldn't get the help they needed, basically grew up in poverty, so you relate to him. I mean, you have this emotional tie, this anchor to what John's telling you, right? He tells you this brilliant story, how he grew up. He's an American success story, and he was driven by the fact that his brother had unjust and unfair treatment by the legal system, okay? You're sold. So then he goes right to the offer, right? Dial pound law. And then, but wait, there's more. For the people. Man, that is brilliant. For the people. We the people. For the people. He got you. That's what John did. Hook story offer. John charges 30%. It's great. It works. Now, he probably didn't come up with this stuff on his own. He has marketing people that told him this is what we're going to do. This is how this works. So I'm telling you this is how this works. So let's look at another scenario where you might be able to play this out. Okay? So somebody has a Facebook post and it's like, I need a notary. Looking for a notary. By the time you see it, 20 people have commented on it, tagged a notary, right? And you're like, okay. So if you just, hey, I'm a notary too, look at me, you're just in the mix. But what if, instead of that, the first visible lines on your comment are a hook? And they say something like, my aunt was in the hospital and almost died. Ooh, now they got to hit the read more, right? What happened here? And then you go into this story, the transformation, the relating, the enthusiasm, how you helped out. Good thing that Mark and Grace showed up to the hospital bedside. They had a witness. They prepared the documents right there. Got it done. Gave us so much peace of mind. We can't say enough good things about it. Transformation. I see this a lot. I see posts where people are like, I'm looking for somebody to do a will. I'm looking for somebody to do a will. And it's like, okay, somebody comments, yeah, here's Sharon Peters, estate attorney, and here's I don't know, Phil McCracken, asset protections, and there's just a bunch of comments on there, right? And then so when I come in with my little legal document, well, I do legal documents, it's a better price. These are that. Nope, those are facts. Facts tell, stories sell. I comment with a story about how this gentleman was dying of cancer. He was in hospice care at the same time he was refinancing his property. And he wanted to refinance it so his son, who was his caretaker, could have lower payments. And we set his son up with an enhanced life estate deed literally days before he passed away so he could seamlessly inherit that property. Boom! Then an offer. You can text Mark. This is Mark's number. You can text him. By the way, if you tell him that Sandra sent you, he might give you 10% off. See how that works? That's it. Hook, story, offer. Try this out. Try it with just any social media post you want at all. It doesn't even have to be business related, but I know we all get on our Facebook business page or fan page or even our personal page and we do like a nice little cute infographic. Need a notary? I'm a notary. Hey, look at here, notary. Try this instead. Hook. Get a hook. Something that's going to stop them in their tracks. Get a really compelling story. An anecdote, make it up if you want, or a story about a recent transaction and how well it went and what happened, and then an offer, a call to action, drop a link, a phone number. Wait, there's more. If you text this to this number, you can get your first notarization or your third notarization free, blah, 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 blah. And this works for insurance, if you're selling insurance, if you're cross-selling in person, if you're trying to cross-sell B2B, anything you're trying to do, you can implement this. You can implement it if you're meeting people and you're sitting there at the table and you're talking. You can have a hook. You can drop a little cliffhanger on them. Then they want to know more. So don't go right into, this is what I do. Let's look what I can do. This is what I got. No. You give them a story. A great story. A story with transformation. A story with enthusiasm. And then you give them an offer. And that will change your business. All right, guys. So I said I had a special announcement. So here it is. Hopefully within the next couple of days, I will have a digital marketing, advanced marketing, SEO market, all kind of in one course for notaries. Now, obviously all that's in Prosperity Academy, but I have had a lot of people request that, can you do just a marketing course alone, just a market? So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be your local marketing. It's going to be advanced marketing. It's going to be stuff that will blow your mind. Email marketing, SEO, the whole bit. This little scenario I just played out here, it's going to be all of that stuff, basically how to market like a pro for your business. I'm going to try to get that out this weekend. I know I already have like the checkout page set up for it, so don't click that because there's no product yet. I just have to, if you did, I just have to grant you the full academy. I don't really want to do that. That'd be giving too much away for too little. But I will have an advanced notary marketing and digital marketing, which will also cover pay-per-click. There are, I know I've seen, there's even notaries on YouTube right now that are talking about how they're running Google ads and they're not really doing them right. I've commented on some of them like, hey, you know, there's a couple tweaks here and you can change all that. There's just a few little simple tweaks that you're doing with your Google ad campaign that can make all the difference in the world. So we go over pay-per-click marketing on across a lot of channels. Show you what works, what doesn't work. All right, so that is it. That should be coming out soon. Again, if you're new notary, go ahead and get the umbrella course. Thanks for watching. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Have a great Memorial weekend. We'll talk soon. So if you visit our main page at Mark Zayas Mike Kajabi, you will see every course that we have. And, of course, you can book a discovery call to find the best choice for you.